From the Nifty Studios and Mistletoe Productions comes a very special and festive holiday episode of Tales from the Trenches, dramatizations of cases ripped from the advance sheets. Today's episode, A Visit from St. Boss. It's mid-December and the holidays are upon us. Office parties and family gatherings are plentiful, and the end of the year holds the all-too-brief respite from the relentless pursuit of justice. A time to recharge, a time to connect with family and loved ones. And it is in this spirit where we find ADA Griswold in his drawing room, a crackling fire blazing in the fireplace, and his daughter Audrey is sitting with him.
Please, Daddy, read it one more time.
I don't know. It's getting very late. And besides, you want to be up early to open your gifts.
Oh, please. I'll go right to sleep after you read it one more time.
Well, I didn't think that you even liked this poem.
But I do. It's a little scary.
Well, okay. But just because there's no school tomorrow. You might need some more cocoa, Missy.
Thanks, Dad.
Okay, here we go. A visit from old St. Boss. 'Twas the end of the year, and throughout our fair state, not an ADA was stirring, they retired the hour late. Piles of discovery were turned over with care, in hopes that a guilty plea was close in the air. The police were nestled all snug in squad cars, dreaming of donuts more plentiful than stars. And judges in their robes and I in my tie had settled our brains for some peaceful shut-eye. When from the courthouse there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my desk to see what was the matter. Away to the courtroom in a flash I did soar. Past security I flew, then threw open the door. The bench, it did sparkle in the winter's moonlight, and upon it a visage appeared in my sight. He filled the large chair, his lustrous hair all aglow, shimmering as he read from the papers below. A sheaf of decisions and CPL he did hold, and his eyes, how they twinkled, as this he foretold.
Good faith and due diligence, that is the way. Just take a look at People v. Bay.
Just then he looked up, gave his hair a sly toss, and I knew who it was, none other than the boss. He was resplendent and stunning in his suit of red. His hair was white, a cap graced his head. He bid me silent before I could exclaim. Then he whistled and shouted, citing cases by name.
Now Rushmore, now Price, now Thomas and Johnson. On Nichols, on Norville, on Taylor and Weissman. To PE, to Disco Digest, and Tales from the Trenches. Cite the law to the occupants of your benches.
And with a wink of his eye and a twist of his head, I will always remember the words the boss said.
Use good faith and due diligence. You'll have nothing to dread.
As he chewed on the leg of a man, gingerbread. Then on to Bellicosa, his wise, trusty steed. They rode off together with all deliberate speed, and I heard him exclaim as they rode out of sight.
Due diligence to all, and to all a good night.
This has been another Yuletide episode of Tales from the Trenches. This episode was inspired by all of the CPL 245 due diligence cases from around the state. For a list of authorities referenced in this episode, and much more holiday cheer, visit the Tales from the Trenches page on Prosecutor's Encyclopedia. This episode was written, produced, directed, and performed by your friends and elves here at Nifty and the North Pole. And don't forget to tell your friends and elves about Tales from the Trenches. And subscribe to the Nifty Podcasts wherever you get your podcasts. So be sure to have a wonderful holiday season and the happiest and healthiest of New Year's. And we'll see you all next year.